Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a girl talk video. Basically I'll be giving advice and just different personal stories that I think that will help you guys, people my age or even older. Ask you guys some topics that you guys wanted to touch on, and I'm basically going to be talking about that. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about is confidence and self-love, because I feel like that's the foundation for everything as far as friendships, relationships, and stuff like that goes. So the first thing that I want to say is don't focus on social media. Don't focus on the agenda that they push of what's beautiful and what's not beautiful, what's too skinny and what's too fat. Don't listen to what social media says, because we're all unique and we're all beautiful in our own way. And that's something that I had to learn for myself. Growing up in a generation where social media is very dominant, you have to be strong-willed, you have to be strong-minded, because you can be easily influenced. And that's something that I had to learn. Just because you see something on social media, or you see down your timeline what social media is trying to push a certain look or appearance, or even like, this is off topic, but even like relationships, I see that social media generally pushes to have relationships at a young age, which I'm in a relationship, but I'm saying if you don't want to be in a relationship and you want to be single, you prefer that, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can grow up, you got the rest of your life to worry about being in a relationship. Don't feel pushed to be in a relationship. Just feel like I had to put that out there. But yeah, that's another thing that social media just pushes. So you have to be very well-minded, and you have to know what you want, and you have to know that don't take what social media says or what social media pushes to heart, because 9 times out of 10 it's unrealistic. So yeah, some things that you can do to help improve your confidence and self-love. Say affirmations to yourself. Tell yourself that you're beautiful, you are loved, stuff like that. That really helps more than you know. Treat yourself. Have alone time. Okay, pause, because I'm looking down at the journal because I took notes, because I really want to make sure that I say what I wanted to say. And generally when I'm on the camera, my mind just be going blank. So yeah. But yeah, treat yourself. Have alone time with yourself. Take time off social media. That's something that I need to do, because like I said, it influences you a lot. So don't take what social media says to heart. If you need to take the time off, take the time off, because put yourself first all the time. Point blank, period. I feel like what ties in with self-love is, even when it comes down to things like intuition. If you feel something in your heart isn't right, or you feel like somebody's intentions aren't pure, it's your right. You can distance yourself from that person. You don't have to continue to be in something that you feel like isn't healthy, isn't toxic, or not. It's okay to distance yourself from people that you feel like their intentions aren't pure, or the relationship has ran its course. I feel like that's a part of self-love too, because we tend, myself included, we tend to cling on to certain things that are dead, and it ends up doing way more bad than good. So paying attention to that, listening to what your heart says, what your intuition says, ties into self-love, in my opinion. So yeah, if you feel something ain't right, listen to it all the time, because 9 times out of 10 you was not tripping. So the other thing that I'm going to talk about is friendships. I feel like it's really important to have friends, because a lot of people don't discuss this, but that actually influences, that helps out with your mental health, and going out and enjoying your time, having the girls' night out, or even having friends come over and you just enjoy them, enjoy their personality, enjoy their space, let people in. That's okay. That's part of high school. That's part of childhood. You know, growing up, you would want to have friends. Be aware of who you're allowing in your personal space, because friendships can influence you in a good way or a bad way. Make sure that person is positive. Don't be friends with somebody that's constantly bringing you down, or somebody that's secretly trying to diss you, because that's not real friendships. Another thing I want to say is be friends with somebody who respects your personal space, who respects your privacy. Especially growing up, we're growing 15, 16, 17. Some of us had jobs, some of us have different commitments as far as sports, things like that. So don't take it to heart if you guys haven't talked in a few days, you guys haven't talked in weeks or anything like that, because we have lives. We have lives, and I feel like it's really important. It makes me feel really good when I have somebody that doesn't take stuff like that personal, because it's a lot of stuff that people don't tell you that's going on in their life, and it's not all about you. So when I have those friendships, I have those connections where we can talk, we can reach out, and then we don't talk for a couple days, but then, voice crack. But then when we connect, it's like we've never stopped talking. And I feel like those, in my opinion, are one of the best relationships, one of the best friendships, because it's the best feeling when somebody isn't, you know, like upset or funny acting towards you, when you guys haven't talked in forever and you guys can reconnect and rekindle that friendship, and it's like y'all never stop talking. I love friendships. I have a couple friendships like that, and it's literally the best feeling. But basically, all I have to say about friendship is make sure that person is positive, like I said, uplifting you, isn't negative, things like that, because that influences you more than you know. Another thing that when I commented, a lot of people wanted to hear from me was relationships. And some things that I have to say about relationships is don't let social media rush you into a relationship. I know I touched on this earlier, but yeah, because I feel like social media does generally rush you into a relationship. The posts and the quotes and stuff that I'm saying, it makes you like you're just supposed to fall in love with somebody at 10 and be with each other forever. And it's not realistic. I mean, I just feel like if you know in your heart that you're not ready for a relationship, then you have to respect that. You have to respect what you feel and what you think, and know that it's okay to be single. You don't have to be, you're not doomed to be in a relationship. It's okay to be single, especially we're young. I mean, live your life, and when you feel like you're ready to put yourself in that predicament, then by all means, be in a relationship. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. But if you are in a relationship, some things that I would have to say is definitely know how to understand each other. Flip my book. Don't lose yourself in that relationship. It also, some other things that I want to say is love yourself first before you decide to put yourself in another relationship, because you can't have somebody love you and you don't even love yourself. Because what if he's like, oh my god, you're ugly, your skin, your lips is da da da, and now you feel some type of way because you don't love yourself completely in your heart. You have to be, it's a mind thing. You have to be mentally ready to be in a relationship, because if you don't love yourself, then how you expect somebody to love you? It don't work like that, boo. So yeah, love yourself first and foremost before you put yourself in a relationship. Another thing is, for people that are in relationships, I would say don't overly rely on that person. Don't be clingy on that person. Let them live. I mean, let them live y'all life. I mean, y'all live together, but like, let them be with their friends, be with your friends, you know. It's okay to have a girls' night out. It's okay for him to have a boys' night out. As long as they're living together, they're happy. Let them grow into themselves just like you're growing into yourself. Don't be clingy. Don't be clingy. Nobody likes clingy. So, yeah. Now, nobody asked me this, but I want to talk about believing in yourself. And this is still kind of like tying in with confidence. But if you want to go out and you want to do something in your life, and you feel like the goals is too big for you, feel like you can't accomplish it, please go out and start and do that, because years down the line you'll be like, I'm so glad that I did this, I'm so glad that I did that. And I know some people that I know talk about how they want to be doctors, how they want to be nurses, but it takes so long. Let me tell you something, those years are going to go by regardless. You spend what, 8 years being a doctor? Okay, so when you're what, I'm coming up with stuff because I'm not going to do the math. What, you're 25, 26 is going to come regardless, but you're putting in that time, you're putting in that work, it's going to feel good when it pay off. So don't be, you rather be in a good position, you spend that time, yes, it's a lot of time, but the result is you're a doctor, you're making money, boo. You know, you're gonna spend that time regardless. You have to put in work so you don't have to work anymore. If you work hard now, the results will pay off later. You work hard so you don't have to later. So I just want to make sure that, myself included, because I kind of struggle with that too. Just make sure that your head is on straight, your head is on strong, because we're growing up and time isn't going to slow down for nobody. Life isn't going to slow down for nobody. So make sure that you have your priorities straight, respectively, because we're growing up, we're young. It's not going to just come out the tail. Just make sure that you're working and you're working hard and don't get derailed. Just wanted to say that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe for me. I'm almost at 800, so I'm really excited about that. We're close to 1,000. That's been my goal for a minute. So please, please, please make sure that you subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week.